Hi, this is Lindworth playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Strangeland blind. I have acquired this set of wings, so let's try to use them and soar across the gap.
I'll need a little more elevation. Is that the dark thing? Is that the dark thing? It's pulling me in. I can't get my arms free enough for a good swing. I can't get my arms free enough for a good swing. Like it's trying to shake the acid off. It's out of reach. It's out of reach. I'm not strong enough to pull it down or pull myself up.
Maybe if I throw it into...
It's out of reach. It's out of reach. I don't want to damage it. What good would that do? What good would that do? It's out of reach. It's shielding its eyes.
Okay, it killed me. That doesn't seem to be that much of a problem in this game, so... all that I lose is a bit of time.
You think this is funny? You think this is fun? You are not the hero. You're not even the joke. You're the monster.
He's dead. It didn't work.
Interesting. It's a little bit annoying that I cannot skip the cutscene of the car driving.
It's out of reach. I don't want to damage it. That's a terrible idea. I don't want to burn it. I don't want to burn it. That's not the right way to grapple with this problem. I don't want to damage it. It's out of reach. All that's left of the wings. All that's left of the wings.
I don't really know what to do here.
I'm not strong enough to pull it down or pull myself up. It's out of reach.
I'm pretty sure I did that before. Deadland. So it changed.
What? What the hell is going on?
And I have no head.
Don't tell me you're expecting a joke. Fine. Don't worry, it's all in your... Sometimes you fall behind, sometimes you get a... Wow, you're really in over your... You know, the thing is, it's never clear till the end whether something's a comedy or a tragedy. If the Reverend Doctor only brings the good word, Juliet wakes up in Romeo's arms. And if he doesn't, never was a story of more woe.
Now, this head, it obviously represents me. It has like a headband that I also do have, but I feel like the rays make it look like a halo, which in turn makes me think of Jesus. Like I'm not quite sure whether that was intended or whether that is just my blasphemous mind. But also, I feel like the fact that the enemy manifested as a giant black crab is significant. Like, it might again point to cancer. So, yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards the theory that the protagonist's lover had cancer, and it either killed her or it led her to kill herself. Or, alternatively, I guess, an interesting sort of possibility is that he killed her to ease her suffering, like he euthanized her, and is now grappling with the moral sort of with the moral consequences of that.
Yeah, I get the point.
Anything new on here?
I warned you about the rides, didn't I? It's an ad for Balm of Gilead. There's a photo of a mysteriously beautiful woman with the caption, "Is there?" Find out today at the shooting gallery. Way too big to be mine. Hey, over here. Dark and deep. Maybe I should just jump. It can't get any worse. There's my head. It's stuck in some kind of glass box. Thank God. You've got to get me out of here. We need to get back to her. We were so close. And then the dark thing did whatever it did. And ever since, I've just been stuck. Seriously, just smash the glass and help. I don't know how this happened. It feels like I've been in here a long time, but I can't remember how I got here. Was it you who put me here? No, I can't believe that. Listen, we need to reconnect. This situation, this separation, it isn't good for either of us. Mens sana and corpore sano and all that.
So mens sana in corpore sano means a healthy spirit in a healthy body. It's basically a Latin proverb that says you should take care of your physical health because it affects your mental health, as it were.
Don't look at me. I'm stuck in a box. You need to walk around, see where we are, figure out how to get back to where we should be. Are you all right? Just take care of yourself. Ourself. Myself. It's time. How can I possibly use it without a head?
To be honest, you don't need a head to use a phone. Like, okay, I guess you need it to hear, but not to dial. Like, you could still dial, Because the positioning of the keys is simple enough that you could feel it with your hand.
A bit out of place. It's a raven with a shrunken version of my head.
Okay, it has nothing to say.
That's not a real head.
I'm lost, apparently.
It's like a cross between a croquet mallet, a shillelagh, and a nightmare. Totally empty. It's a limb of something.
Hey, careful.
Much better. I'm glad to be out of there.
Did you miss me? Sadly, we're stuck together, like a canker in a rose. Et in purgatorio ego. Trust me, my lot's much worse than yours. To be stuck at your stumbling pace, sharing in your shame, unable to abide or abort, to forgive or forget. Familiarity, my fool, doth breed contempt.
So, et in purgatorio ego means even in purgatory I am, and it is a reference to a very well-known Renaissance painting called Et in Arcadia ego, which depicts shepherds finding a grave in like a peaceful meadow. I am going to link it in the description, the painting, but basically the meaning behind the painting is, you know, that death is inescapable and it reaches you even in the most peaceful of circumstances. You cannot escape it even if you live in a seeming paradise. And I guess that was a variation of that. The voice, I suppose it represents my inner thoughts and my sort of guilt, because it is my voice that's berating me all the time. And the fact that he called this place a purgatory is, I feel, relevant, because it again speaks to, it might not be literal purgatory, you know, in the religious sense, but it definitely has something to do with regrets and guilt of the protagonist over whatever he has done.
That tent looks more like some kind of swollen growth. There's something back there, behind the webs. The webs are too thick and strong. I can't break through them. Human skulls in another kind of shooting gallery, except without any gun. I can't reach the skulls, and there's no gun to shoot them with. It's not long enough to reach them.
Okay.
Is someone there? Or is it just the wind? It's another raven that looks like me. Hello? It seems to be ignoring me. Is it even still a tree? Or some kind of aorta? I think I preferred the noose. It looks like an outstretched arm. It's some kind of drainage bowl, or bowel. It's just gibberish. It's like looking in the worst mirror imaginable, except he doesn't have eyes. The eye is never satisfied with seeing. You look just like me. Two men can look the same, and yet see very differently. No, really. Are you me? A stranger asks a blind man, "Who am I?" But how can he possibly expect an answer? Wait, tell me your name. Yes? I don't know. You see? See what? That you are begging the question. Well, what's your name? The dead know nothing. They have no further reward, and even their name is forgotten. It's not just you. Everywhere I look here, I see us. Ego of egos. All is ego. You really don't know your name? Well, I remember the name Gershom, but whether it's mine, or yours, or both of ours, I can't quite say. What I can tell you is, a good name is better than a fine perfume. Listen, I was trying to get to a woman, and this dark thing, it became a crab, and I think I killed it, but somehow, it sent me here, wherever here is. And I need to get back to her somehow. That much I know. The dead, who have already died, are happier than the living, who are still alive. But isn't death different here? You ask, but I can't possibly answer. For in the realm of the dead, there is neither knowledge nor wisdom. Even if you can't tell me about death, at least tell me how to get back to her. There is a time to search, and a time to give up. What if I'm not ready to give up? Pity anyone who falls, and has no one to help them. I don't want your pity. I want a way back to her. The sun rises, and the sun sets, and hurries back to where it rises. Even a fool knows that if he wants to go back the way he came, he just needs to retrace his steps. Why are you just sitting here, letting that snake thing drip venom on you? When I could see, I saw a tree with a snake, and thought it the tree of knowledge. So I sat, and hoped to learn. Now I'm blind, and have nowhere else to go. Is there anything I can do to help with the snake? Once, I think, there was a woman who caught the snake's venom in a bowl as it fell, and spared me some suffering. Now I wonder if she was just a dream, or whether she became the tree, or was the tree all along. Is there anything I can do to help with the snake? If you could find a way to catch the venom. Is there anything If you could... Have you learned anything sitting here? Yes. I learned that in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. What happened to your eyes? Did you feed them to that snake thing? No. I looked the wrong way for wisdom, and the bitter poison I saw left me blind. But in time, I learned that while the wise have eyes in their heads, and the fool walks in darkness, the same fate overtakes them both. So what is the fate of blind fools and wise men? Chasing after the wind. I've got a feeling I'm gonna need a work order. Peeking ahead? Or have you guessed that what has been done will be done again? Well, if a fool wants to break free of a glass house, he only needs to throw a stone. Do you have any meat? Or bread? No. The fool folds his hands together and eats his own flesh. Are you sure you don't have any meat? I have none. As I said, the fool eats his own flesh. Are you sure? I have There used to be a tree here, and an old man. What happened? The wheel is broken at the well, and days have lengthened like a shadow. No, really, where are we? And what happened to the carnival? Do not say why were the old days better than these, for it is not wise to ask such questions. What are those quotes you keep spouting? The assembled wisdom of worthless toil. Why can't you just speak for yourself? Because fools multiply words, while a man worn by wisdom knows there is nothing new under the sun. Goodbye. Remember the days of darkness, for there will be many. It's part of the structure, or whatever this is. I can't pry it loose. Sadly, I'm neither St. Patrick nor Aaron.
Plan.
What are you?
A man dreaming he's a bird? Or am I a bird dreaming he's a man? Either way, I'm just a fragment of your imagination.
Don't you mean a figment of my imagination?
Partly.
What happened to this place?
Life has killed the dream you dreamed. But don't worry, everything else here is dead too. That's why they call it Deadland.
Ha! Life has killed the dream I dreamed is a quote from Les Miserables, a musical based on the book by the same name by Victor Hugo, which incidentally, Les Mis is my favorite piece of music ever. Like, I have never listened to anything that's equally epic. I've actually been to London just to see it live. So, and it was totally worth it. Like, I did some sightseeing in London, obviously, while I was there as well. But that was totally a side attraction for me. And I would have gone just to see Les Mis, and I would have still be satisfied.
I was flying to a woman, and then a crab grabbed me. And somehow, when it was all over, I wound up here. How can I get back to her?
I heard a joke once. I think the punchline is, carry on.
Can't you help me get back to her?
I can't even help you get back to you.
Deadland? Am I?
A headless man walks in a world of ghosts and he wonders, am I a dead man dreaming he's alive? Or a live man dreaming he's dead?
Goodbye.
Fare far, if that's your fate.
And I thought he looked bad when his fire went out. I guess that's what passes for an anvil here. I couldn't even use the regular anvil myself. Looks even less fun than before. I liked him more with the grin. There's some kind of building where the crab was, and a bunch of mirrors. Looks like it wants to eat me. Are you me? Look, I can see that you're a person. For God's sake, act like it.
dead, but maybe I'll have an opportunity
Well, that failed.
to pick some rocks right
At
here.
least something is the same. They were helpful last time.
Indeed.
Well, I'm glad we're seeing eye to eye.
Let's throw them at random stuff.
How thoughtless.
Oh, they just killed me.
Good for the goose, good for the whatever that is.
My finger!
Finger, eh? It's illegible. Let the G be miswritten. Alas, Allele, Alleluia.
My ass!
You can't fool me into writing vulgarity.
Okay.
My tooth!
Tooth? It says tooth. I can't use this as a work order, or anything else. Goodbye.
Who would have that sweet balm of Gilead? Some visitor, gently rapping, tapping, nothing more.
You need to connect this as well, right? That's what's missing compared to this.
There's no gun, and I can't reach them from here.
In this head, by horror haunted, where you tremble, shamed and daunted, there is something you have wanted. One thing only, nothing more. Waiting here, within a bottle, the promise of surcease of sorrow, a vacant past, and no tomorrow. Will you take it, we implore?
So, like, I feel like I should take it from a gameplay perspective, and I'm not sure if refusing is even an actual option. Will I need to go back and say that I will eventually? But also the prospect of forgetting everything, it brings with it a danger of no solution to this whole game, no conclusion. So I would say no for now.
No.
And can I?
Will you take it, we implore?
No.
Let's see what's the clue. Does the clue say that I should take it?
At least the line's not dead.
May be dead, but he is not gone. Here, even shadows have shadows.
I'm not a blacksmith. I'm not a blacksmith.
Yeah, I know, but he was.
Wish you were here, 8-3.
Shadows have shadows. So I need a source of light, maybe?
The skulls implored you to take their gift. Do it.
Okay, so he says I should do it, but then again, I'm not sure how trustworthy he is, given that he's the voice of my doubts and my guilt.
Will you take it, we implore?
Yes?
Take it, we implore.
There's a bottle labeled Balm of Gilead. It's empty.
Oh, blind stranger, thought you in this place of danger to find some friendly face or welcome manger, some escape within a drawer? Fool, there is no balm, no calm, no Aiden. Gilead is gone, and so's your maiden. So keep this pain inside your cranium and bear its burden evermore.
An empty bottle of Balm of Gilead. Whatever that is.
But maybe I can gather the venom into it?
I don't want to get too close.
is.
Would this bottle help? I can't see to catch the poison. Might just work. Ah, well done. It's full of poison.
2.
Is there anything I can do to help with the snake? The cup runneth over, and my head is anointed. Empty it, please, and bring it back. Is there anything I can... The cup and empty. Goodbye.
But wouldn't I have to do it all the time?
The bottle's full of snake venom. Thank you. Could you put the bottle back now?
Like, I don't see it as a particularly effective long-term solution.
Like a waiter. Is there anything I can do to help with the snake? The cup runneth over, and my head is anointed. Empty. Are you sure you don't have any meat? I have none. As I said, the fool eats his own flesh. Goodbye.
Although, maybe I can use the venom to melt the cobwebs over here.
It's poison, not acid.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Thank you. Could you put the bottle back now?
Wait.
I feel like a waiter. It seems to be ignoring me. It seems to be ignoring me.
It said wait, so I thought it wants to talk.
The bottle's already full. Thank you. Could you put the bottle back now? Maybe there's some better use for that poison. It seems to be ignoring me.
4.
What would I need the poison for? Ah,
like
for
a
the
waiter.
creature. The dog? That's also me.
It's not full yet.
Me.
So let's try that.
Is that what you think you are? A poor martyr caught in the coils of circumstance. It should be her beneath the snake, succumbing to the drip, drip, drip of a death you cannot stop. Naive indeed, but you'd rather paint yourself a victim to blunt the pain of failure. The truth is sharper than a serpent's tooth, isn't it?
I'm leaning more and more towards the idea that the protagonist's lover had a terminal illness, because all this location is like biological. It is like innards, you know, or it's like crawling through a living organism. And there's also the fact he said it should have been her under the tree, with the poison dripping on her or something, and it made me think of an IV, you know, maybe with like chemo or something. So that's definitely a theory I'll sort of keep in mind. Would you eat that?
That's not going to work.
I guess I would need to poison some actual food.
Not everything is a nail. That's not going to work.
Okay, whatever I am going to do, I'm going to do it next time, because this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!